गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः. We are in Dnyaneshwari, just on the first chapter 1, OV number 36. The verses haven't started yet, and here he says, एथ चातुर्य शहाणे झाले प्रमेय रुचीस आले आणि सौभाग्य पोखले सुखाचे एथ माधुर्यी मधुरता शृंगारी सुरेखता रूढपण उचिता दिसे भले एथ कळा विदपण कळा पुण्यासी प्रतापू आगळा म्हणून जनमे जयाचे अवलीळा दोष हरले आणि पाहता नावेक रंगी सुरंगतेची आगळीक गुणासगुणतेचे बिक बहुवस एथ भानुचे तेजे धवळले जैसे त्रैलोक्य दिसे उजळले तैसे व्यासमती कवळले अवधे विश्व का सुक्षेत्री बीज घातले ते आपुळे या परी विस्तारले तैसे भारती सुरवाढले अर्थ जात. He says here, because of it things become sweeter. Because of what? See, before what we are talking about, he told in the just one or two OVs before, he said from this tale of Mahabharata, literary works became philosophical and the knowledge of reality became less arid, means less dry, and doubly sweet. Because of it, literary art became more erudite, spiritual knowledge became more agreeable, and fortunate state of happiness became perfect. Now, because of it, sweet things became sweeter, and erotic sentiments more elegant, and what is proper became popular and acceptable. Because of it, literary art became skilled and merit especially powerful, as a result of which Janamejaya easily got rid of his sins of Brahmin slaughter. And in this way, the greatness of Mahabharata is being mentioned by Dnyaneshwar Maharaj to the masses who are listening to him. Until and unless we do not have faith in the Lord and have a feeling of greatness, that He is the ultimate, that He is the all-knowing principle, He is the all-pervading principle, there is nothing impossible for Him, and His words are the scriptures, and therefore we have faith in the scriptures too, because scriptures are the words which tell us about that infinite Lord. Left to ourselves, we will never think about it. So, then the scriptures are taught to us by the teacher, therefore we must have faith in the teacher, that what he is teaching, like we saw in our Prashna Upanishad, that what he is teaching is correct. rather than judge him, argue with him, misunderstand him. And lastly, we must have faith even in our ability to come to know what the scriptures are and the Guru Maharaj is telling us, is guiding us towards. We must come to know the essential nature, and until and unless a sense of greatness, and that is why all this explanation is going on, so that a feeling of reverence gets inculcated in our heart towards the Mahabharata, of which Bhagavad Gita is a part. A sense of reverence towards his Guru Maharaj, sense of reverence towards the knowledge that is presented, sense of reverence towards Ganesh Ji, towards Saraswati, towards Guru Maharaj, towards Ved Vyas, towards Mahabharata. And when this feeling of reverence is there, then automatically our mind wants to be involved with what we revere. If we revere and are in love with our grandchildren, our mind will keep going to the grandchildren again and again. But if your mind is revering and intoxicated by the Vishnu Sahasranam or Lalita Sahasranam or the japa that you are doing, then the mind will by default keep going there again and again. So catch, where is our mind going? Is it going to the world, or is it going to the truth, to the Lord? A brief reflection will show that in this work, excellence became especially elegant. It became even better. Excellence, imagine excellence with a not above excellence. What could it be? That is what is told here, especially elegant. And virtues have received the brilliance of righteousness. Just as the three worlds are lit up by the sun's light, so this world has become illumined by the intelligence of Vyasa. So the greatness of Vyasa, the great poet who composed Mahabharata, his glory is being sung. Mahabharata's glory is being sung. Even as seeds sown in fertile field grow luxuriantly by themselves, so all subjects have attained excellence in the Bharata. See how beautiful. In one line, if you catch what he's saying, he says, just like seeds thrown in the field automatically germinate and become lush. Similarly, all the people who have come to the satsang to listen, here he says that have attained excellence in the Bharata. That means in this land of Bharat. Bharat means Bha, is made up of two parts, Bha and Rat. Bha means light. Light means knowledge. Light means wisdom. Light means effulgence. Light means illumination. And Rat means the one who is revealing. The one who is that land where the people are reveling in the light of illumination, in the light of knowledge. They are called Bharatiya. That land is called Bharat. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is a product of that land. The people who are listening to him are a product of that land. And he is bringing out their devotion towards their country, towards their scripture. It's not a coincidence that we were all born in India. You could have born in Rwanda, Uganda, Ethiopia. You don't know where the water is going to come the next day to drink. You don't know who's going to come and burn off the whole village and kill all the people. You're born in India, Bharat. So live up to the parampara, live up to the name Bharat. To live up to the name means revel in the knowledge of light, revel in the light. And all these people, he is confirming them that you are all excellent because you have all come and you are a part of, you are born, you are from the land of Bharat. Continuing from 41st, he says, ना तरी नगरा तरी वसिजे तरी नागराची होईजे तैसे व्यासोक्ती तेजे धवळित सकळ की प्रथमवय साकाळी लावण्याची नव्हाळी प्रकटे जैसी आगळी अंगनांगी ना तरी उद्यानी माधवी घडे तेथ वनशोभेची खाणी उघडे आदिला पासोनी अपाडे जिया परी नाना घनी भूत सुवर्ण जैसे न्याहाळिता साधारण मग अलंकाती बरवेपण निवाडू दावी तैसे व्यासोक्ती अलंकारिले आवडे ते बरवेपण पातले ते जाणोनी काय आश्रयेले इतिहासी. He says, Dnyaneshwar Maharaj says, just as a person becomes cultured by staying in a city, so all subjects have become illumined by the work of Vyasa. What is culture? What is culture? It is a group of people. बोलो, कोई बोल सकता है तो.
Particular type of living life.
Particular type of living life. So every type. So it can be Rakshasi culture or it can be a Daivik culture, isn't it? Oh, yes. Our one master says it very nicely. He says, Gurudev, in fact, he says, a group of people living in a particular area under self-accepted parameters, rules, regulations, etc. Becomes a culture. And culture must not remain the same. Among human beings we see many people are animalistic by nature. Some people are very lazy by nature. And some people are very curious by nature. Animals are also curious, but only for survival. When human beings become curious about various possibilities, then there the culture means more variety. Same thing can be said in many different ways. The same water can be called as tanni, the same water can be called as pani, the same water is called as niru. More the variety, greater is the culture. Lesser the variety, lesser is the culture. No variety, you're going towards the animalistic living. So here Dnyaneshwar Maharaj says, just as a person becomes cultured by staying in a city, so all subjects have become illumined by the work of Vyasa. All subjects have become illumined by the work of Vyasa. When we come to this Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita and get exposed to it, once exposed, we can never be the same again. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So choose what you want to be exposed to. The serials where continuous argument, fighting, backbiting, showing the other person down, all that is going on, divorces, abductions, or you watch the serials of Mahabharata, Parshuram, Krishna, etc., Radha, Krishna, etc., etc. What do you want to expose yourself to? You want to expose yourself to the world, or you want to expose your mind to the contemplation of the self? So here he says that where are we? Just as in youth a tender bloom of beauty spreads over the body of a maiden, or with the advent of spring the gardens become flush with blossoms, the ordinary gold bars look beautiful when turned into ornaments. Imagine a young boy of 11, 12 years old is speaking this language. What does he know about girls? What does he know about beauty? When we were 10, 11, no idea about all these things. But here he is using it in the right format, in the right manner, as a right example to illuminate a particular point. Unbelievable. So this tale has become elegant in the flowery style of Vyasa, and probably because of this, historical works have resorted to it, and therefore many other compositions are based on the Mahabharata story. There are many commentaries, like Adi Shankaracharya commentary on Bhagavad Gita. This is part of Vyasa's work, Maharishi Ved Vyasa's work. So Adi Shankaracharya commentary on the Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit. Ramanujacharya's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Madhvacharya commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Like this, so many great masters. Vivekananda's commentary on Bhagavad Gita, Chinmayananda's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Paramahamsa Yogananda's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Each is unique. Point is the same. Goal is the same. Depends where we are sitting when we are studying Bhagavad Gita. But it will impact you. It will transform you if you go through it once. Continuing in the 46th verse, OV. नाना पुरतिये प्रतिष्ठे लागी सानीव धरुनी आंगी पुराणे आख्यान रूपे जगी भारता आली म्हणवनी महाभारती जे नाही ते नोहेची लोकीतीही येणे कारणे मणिपे पाही व्यासोच्छिष्ट जगत्रय ऐसी सुरस जगी कथा जे जन्मभूमी परमार्था मुनी सांगे नृपनाथा जन्मे जया जे अद्वितीय उत्तम पवित्रैक निरुपम परम मंगल धाम अवधारिजो आता भारती कमल परागु गीताख्यु प्रसंगु जो संवादिला श्रीरंगु Arjunesi. He says, in order to secure fame, various Puranas various Puranas, कहाँ गया? Puranas, assuming a humble posture, have become incorporated in it in the form of anecdotes. Nothing exists in all the three worlds which is not found in the Mahabharata. I told you before itself. We also read it somewhere, listened to it somewhere from our teacher, that there is nothing in these three worlds. What are the three worlds? Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. What are the three worlds? The lower world, the higher world, and the human world. What is the three world? Bhutakash, Chittakash, Chidakash. What are the three worlds? The Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. What are the three worlds? Ida, Pingla, Sushumna. What are the three worlds? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, along with their potentialities. Think wholesomely. And he's saying here, there is nothing in these three worlds which is not found in the Mahabharata. And so it is said that every tale in the three worlds is the leftover of Vyasa. Everything is touched by Ved Vyas. The Vyas word itself means the one who expands. The seat from where the pravachan happens. This is the seat from where the pravachan is happening right now. This is the Vyasapeeth. What is happening? Dnyaneshwari Maharaj wrote something. Our Swamiji gave a commentary on it, or someone else has given commentary. Yardiji has given the commentary on it. First Bhagawad Gita by Krishna to Arjuna, or Bhagwan to Arjuna. That was captured by Ved Vyasji. He gave words to that. On that, Dnyaneshwari Maharaj narrated it in a wonderful style. On that, because we don't understand that old Marathi, so in English, someone has written the word by word, line by line, he has translated it. And on that, we are expanding, diving deep into the ideas that are presented. This mellifluous tale, which is the source of the highest truth, was narrated by Vaishampayana to King Janmejaya. This tale is the best without an equal, holy and incomparable, the home of auspiciousness. Now listen further. Who was Janmejaya? Janmejaya was the son of Parikshit. Parikshit was the son of Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu was the son of Arjun. Arjun was the third brother of Yudhishthir. He was the middle of the five Pandavas, who they themselves were the sons of Pandu. Therefore Pandavas. And who was their guide? It was Sri Krishna himself. It is that Sri Krishna who protected the Parikshit. Parikshit means the one who is protected by the Lord himself. When he was in the womb of his mother Uttara, Abhimanyu's wife. That Parikshit, one day when he had gone out hunting and he lost the way, got separated from his troops and ended in an ashram, and he saw the yogi sitting and meditating, and he asked for water, And in that moment, when he did not get water, because the Kali Yuga had surrendered to him and he was sitting in his crown, in the golden crown, he made him think, speak wrongly. And in that fit of anger, when you're thirsty, when you're hungry, he took a dead skin of the snake and put it around the neck of that meditating yogi. When the son of that yogi came to know, without knowing who it is, when he got the news from his friend that this has happened to your father, there and then, standing in the river when he was taking bath, he took the water and cursed that whoever has done this deed will die within 7 days, bitten by the Takshak Nag. Takshak is a very poisonous snake, and he is the one whom Arjun defeated when they established Indraprastha. And now he has come and taken the revenge, and when now the curse has been uttered, and then the moment the King Parikshit comes to know this, he goes to the Gangaji, and there, already when he reaches there, there are tens of thousands of rishis and saints and sages gathered there, because they know past, present, future, so they know that a great event is going to take place. The son of Vedvyas, who has written the Mahabharata, his name is Shukacharya, Shukdevji Maharaj, Shukdevji Maharaj. 16-year-old roaming around naked on the earth, and he wants to ask the question, how should he spend his last 7 days so that he can escape the bite of Takshaka. He wants to realize who Janmejay's father. So he has gone to the banks of the Gangaji. All the saints and sages are there. All of them could have guided Parikshit, but nobody is taking the Vyaspeeth. Nobody is sitting on the chair. And eventually out of the jungle, one young boy, 16-year-old comes, who has never spoken in his life since birth. Comes and sits down, because that's the destiny. And there, the first words that he utters, Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. These are the words, first words. Then Parikshit asks, and the whole Srimad Bhagavad was narrated by Shukdevji Maharaj to Parikshit. And when at the end of the 7 days, when the Takshakna came and bit Parikshit, Parikshit had already realized. So technically, he came, the Takshakna came and bit a body without life. Because he was bitten by the snake, his son Janmejay, he vows to take revenge from Takshak and kill him. And then the story goes on. So that Janmejay is being talked about here. He was being told the story of Mahabharata by Vaishampayana, another name for Vedvyas, Vaishampayana Vedvyas, Maharishi Vedvyas. This tale is the best without an equal, holy and incomparable, the home of auspiciousness. Now listen further. Now, like a pollen in a lotus, there is a discourse which was given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. Now slowly, this 11, 12-year-old Dnyaneshwar Maharaj, by the grace of his Guru Maharaj, see how gently, how perfectly, how eloquently building up the atmosphere so that we are all tuned in the right manner to enter into Bhagavad Gita, to dive into Bhagavad Gita. Like a pollen in a lotus, there is a discourse which was given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. Here Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is saying that it is Lord Krishna. But when we see Bhagavad Gita, it just says Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan can be anyone. Continuing, Natari Shabda Brahmabhi Mathile Avyasa Buddhi Nivadile Niravadhi Navanita He Mag Jnanagni Samparke Kadasile Viveke Pada Ale Paripake Amodasi जे अपेक्षिजे विरक्ति सदा अनुभविजे सती सोहम भावे पारंगति रमिजे जेथ जे आकर्णिजे भक्ति जे आदि वंद्य त्रिजगति ते भीष्म पर्वी संगति सांगी जैल जे भगवद गीता म्हणिजे जे ब्रह्मेशानी प्रशंसिजे जे सनकादिकी सेविजे आदरेसी. Here he says that or Vyasa's intelligence after churning the sea of the Vedas verily obtained this incomparable butter. When you churn the buttermilk, out of that the butter comes and the छाछ पीछे रह जाती है. And same way, when he churned the Vedas, out of that what are the creme came out, the cream came out, the butter came out. That butter is the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore it is also called the Panchama Veda, the fifth Veda, which is the essence of all the Vedas. When he heated this butter on the fire of knowledge with discrimination, it became the sweet smelling ghee. Men of dispassion seek it. Those who are sadhus, they seek the Bhagavad Gita in their life. Therefore, seek it. The saints constantly enjoy it, and the adepts rejoice in it. And the conviction, I am Brahman, it is heard eagerly by the devotees and is highly esteemed in the three worlds. Therefore, one must chant one chapter of Bhagavad Gita every day. It will benefit you. Don't worry about the meaning. Just chant the Sanskrit shlokas. The knowledge will reveal. Knowledge will reveal. So the saints and sages, they constantly enjoy it, they rejoice in it, and they rejoice in it with the conviction, Am Brahmasmi. It is heard eagerly by the devotees and is highly esteemed in the three worlds. There is no one who is not eager to listen to Bhagavad Gita in the three worlds. You tell Brahma ji, Vishnu ji, Shiv ji, they are also eager to listen to Bhagavad Gita. It is told in the Bhishma Parva in the course of narration. Bhishma Parva is one of the chapters in the middle of the Mahabharata. It comes right in the center of Mahabharata, the Bhishma Parva. In that Bhishma Parva, approximately in the middle, comes the Bhagavad Gita. It is called the Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma and Ishvara sing its praise, and sages such as Sanakadi practice it with reverence. Sanakadi, the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and our the various saints and sages, the Narad Muni, all of them, they revere Bhagavad Gita with reverence. Continuing in the 56th verse. जैसे शारदीयेचे चंद्रकळे माझी अमृतकण कोवळे ते वेंचती मवाळे चकोरत लगे तिया परी श्रोता अनुभावावी हे कथा अति हळुवारपणे चित्ता आणूनिया हे शब्द विण संवादिजे इंद्रियानेणता भोगिजे बोला आधी झोबिजे प्रमेयासी जैसे भ्रमर परागुनेती परी कमळ दळे नेणती तैसी परी आहे सेविती ग्रंथी इये का आपुला ठावो न सांडिता आलिंगिजे चंद्रू प्रकटता हा अनुरागु भोगिता कुमुदिनी जाणे का आपुला ठावो न सांडिता आलिंगिजे चंद्रू प्रकटता हा अनुरागु भोगिता कुमुदिनी जाणे. अच्छा एक पढ़ लिया ऑलरेडी. So he says here that even as the chicks of Chakora bird gently sip the nectar of drops of moonlight. Chakora bird is a mythical bird who only feeds on the nectar drops of the moonlight. That is the Chakora bird. Gently sip the nectar drops of the moonlight. So should the audience enjoy this tale with a gentle mind. Gentle mind, sattvic mind. Gentle mind, content mind. Gentle mind, stress-free mind. Agitation-less mind. What's next? What's next? What's next? No restlessness. Chill. With a cool mind, listen to Bhagavad Gita. Enjoy every word of it. It's nectarine. And therefore, with a gentle mind, one should tell the Gita without words, enjoy it without the knowledge of senses, and grasp its doctrine before it is spoken. See, in one line, Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has said everything. What is he saying? तिया परी श्रोता अनुभवावी हे कथा अति हळूवारपणे चित्ता आणूनिया हे शब्दे वीण संवादिजे इंद्रियानेणता भोगिजे बोला आधी झोबिजे प्रमेयासी. This is what it was, that one should tell the Gita without words. He shabde vina samvadize. Eloquent silence. What do you mean by your eloquent speech we have heard? Eloquent speech we have heard. What is eloquent silence? Discover it within yourself. One should tell the Gita without words. Then what does it mean? By being it. And what is Bhagavad Gita telling you? Am Brahmasmi is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. With all its facets, if there are any. Is that one without a second principle. Then no communication is required. Because you are at one ment with the source. And source is all that there is. Enjoy it with the knowledge of senses. Enjoy the Bhagavad Gita with your senses. Meaning whatever you are seeing is Bhagavad Gita alone going on. Remember, whatever is going on in your life, there is nothing that is going on in the three worlds which is not included in Bhagavad Gita, in Mahabharata. And those principles are narrated in Bhagavad Gita. And grasp its doctrine before it is spoken. So, what is the purport of the words? What is the purport of the verse? Even before the teacher speaks the words of the Bhagavad Gita, tries to explain, gives an explanation about it, even before that, we should catch the purport. The essence we must catch. What the words are indicating, we must catch without stress, and that will be only possible when we are calm and cool in our mind. Just as the bees pick the pollen without the lotus bud knowing it, that is the way to understand this text. Or just as without leaving its place, the blue lotus plant knows how to embrace the moon when it rises and enjoy its love. Without disturbing the flower, the bees come and take the nectar away. The lotus grasps the nectar of the moon. Same way, without effort. The idea is without effort, effortlessly, calmly, without any friction, without any sadhana. By your maintain such a natural disposition. Be empty, no preconceived idea. Be in this moment, here and now, and it will happen. Continuing, where are we? 61st verse. OV. ऐसे निगंभीरपणे स्थिरावलेनी अंतकरणे हाथिला तोची जाणे मानू इये अहो अर्जुनाची ये पाती जे परिसणया योग्य होती तीही कृपा करून संती अवधान द्यावे हे सलगी म्या म्हणितले चरणा लागो निविनविले प्रभू सखोल हृदय आपुले म्हणूनिया जैसा स्वभावो माय बापाचा अपत्य बोले जरी बोबडी वाचा तरी अधिकची त्याचा संतोष आधी तैसा तुम्ही मी अंगीकारिला सज्जनी आपुला म्हणितला तरी सहज उणे उपसाहला पार्थू काई. He says, so only a person whose mind has become steady and profound can delve into the secrets of the Gita. A person whose mind has become steady and profound. What do you mean by profound? Profound means it is able to dive deep. Steady means steadiness does not come by getting involved in the world. Steadiness comes when you are contemplating on the constant, when you are focused, when you are concentrating, when you are attentive towards the unchanging principle. Then the mind becomes calm. Or even at the worldly level, if I look at one flame, if I look at one, do some tratak, Keep looking at the fan that is going on and keep remaining focused. Forget about, slowly everything will dissolve away and your mind will become steady on the fan. This is how we by heart all the scriptures. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha. Whatever verses we know. Urdham moolam adhashakam ashvattam prahoravyayam chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavita. And it goes on. How did we? This is what we practiced. We became coolly, calmly, effortlessly. We kept chanting and it has now come and sitting on the tongue, never forgetting it. And in this manner, here he says, only a person whose mind has become steady and profound can delve into the secrets of this Gita. The arrow has to be very sharp in order to pierce its target. If the arrow is blunt, it will hit the target and fall down. If it is a little bit sharp, it will hit the target, enter into the target, and get stuck there, but not go beyond the target. But if the arrow is very, very sharp, made up of the right material, no agitation, no anger, no vengeance, it's calm, cool, focused, committed, dedicated to the divine, and the arrow is short. Arrow means attention. It will pierce through the tree, through the target. It will go beyond the target. So our goal is not to by heart the Bhagavad Gita. Our goal is not to learn by rote. Our goal is not to write a PhD on Bhagavad Gita. But our goal is to dive in such a manner into the Bhagavad Gita that every aspect of Bhagavad Gita is revealed to us in all its variety, as well as the goal that Bhagavad Gita is taking us towards, Aham Brahmasmi, that also becomes our own without our knowing. That is Sahaj. That is natural way. Don't look for a special experience, a unique experience, a specific experience. Every specific experience comes and goes. We are not looking for a specific experience. We are looking for a experienceless experience, and when that happens, we continuously are one with that. And there's no question of wanting that experience, or we don't have the ability to get away from that experience also, because that is us. That is the real me. That is the Aham Brahmasmi Anubhava. Therefore, all of you saints who are fit to hear Gita in the company of Arjuna may kindly give your attention to what I say. Therefore, here he says, all of you saints. He is not calling them ignorant ones. Like Swami Vivekananda used to say, "Oh, children of God." Our Swamiji says, "Mahatmao, Santon, Prabhu." This is the right way of addressing Devi, Shakti, Mate. So he is invoking the perfection in all the listeners who are there. the Pandits, the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, the carpenters, the farmers, the businessmen, the wise ones, the saints, sages, sannyasis, sadhus, every type of person is there in that congregation listening to Dnyaneshwar Maharaj. And he says, please, so he gave you the ingredients that I'm going to start dive into the Bhagavad Gita. But what is the requirement of Bhagavad Gita? Make your mind steady, be cool, no expectations, empty yourself. Now, here Gita in the company of Arjuna, may kindly give your attention to what I say. O hearers, I have taken this liberty with some familiarity, as I know that you are broad-minded. The parents naturally like the lisping words of the child, and so need I, whom you have accepted and called your own, beg you to forgive my many lapses. So he is asking for forgiveness from everyone, Dnyaneshwar Maharaj, because he is a young boy. In front of him, Diggaj, well established, who has studied the scriptures all their life. Some of them are very elder, other people who may not have studied Bhagavad Gita are but older to him. Almost everyone is older to him there. Just like we enjoy the totalapan, the fumbling of words when a young kid is learning to speak. We enjoy that. We don't reprimand that child. We don't judge that child. We don't shut up that child. Dnyaneshwar Maharaj saying, I am also a child. Please forgive me if I make some mistakes. Or please excuse me if in the enthusiasm of narrating the Bhagavad Gita, I become over enthusiastic. And if I make some mistakes, you are all more educated than me, you are all more elder than me, and just like you enjoy the lisping of the child's who's learning to speak, you also enjoy this novice way, this young boy who is going to speak on Bhagavad Gita because the Guru Maharaj had told me so. And in this manner, continuing, 66. 66 परियपराधू तो आणिक आहे जे मी गीतार्थ कवळू पाहे ते अवधारा विनवूल आहे म्हणूनिया हे अनावरवन विचारिता वायांची दिवसा उपनला चित्ता येरवी भानुतेजी काय खद्योता शोभा आथी काटिटी भूचांचूक वरी मापसूये सागरी मी नेण तू त्या परी प्रवर्तेत येथ आईका आकाश गिवसावे तरी त्याहूनी थोर होआवे म्हणूनी अपाडू हे आघवे निर्धारिता या गीतार्थाची थोरी स्वये शंभू विवरी जेथ भवानी प्रश्न करी चमत्कारोनी. Here he says, but I have made a bloomer in that I have wished to grasp the meaning of the Gita, and on top of it entreated you to give your attention to me without realizing that this task is beyond my capacity. It is the right manner that a speaker, a teacher, well, not Here he is not accepting himself as a teacher, he is accepting himself as a servant of his Guru Maharaj, and the Guru Maharaj has given the instruction, speak on Gita, so he is starting. He can't show off because he doesn't know. But he knows one thing, that whatever comes out of this mouth will be Guru Kripa. It will be Bhagavad Kripa. It will be Shastra Kripa. It will not be, I know, therefore I am speaking. And therefore these words that young Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is making this statement that I have made a mistake, and what is that? I wish that I am speaking as if I know the meaning of the Bhagavad Gita, and on top of that I told you that you please give attention to me because I am speaking. But I think the task of speaking on Bhagavad Gita, to articulate what is hidden behind the words, is beyond my capacity. I have made bold to undertake it. I have taken the decision to speak about it. But I am speaking, I have accepted it only because it was Adesh of the Guru Maharaj. So here he gives an example. What is a glowworm before the sun? I am a glowworm. My Guru Maharaj is the sun. That Ishwar Krishna is the sun. In front of them, who am I? Just a glowworm, temporary, kshanik. A nobody. I hear that a lapwing tried to empty the sea to save her chicks. So ignorant that I have set out to do this difficult task. If a person wishes to clasp the sky, he has to be bigger than the sky. So all this seems like an impossible task to me. When Lord Shiva was expatiating on the greatness of the Gita, his spouse Bhavani questioned him in wonderment. So Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is telling his incapability. He is saying, I am trying to explain, I am a limited being and I am trying to tell you what an ocean is. I have not even seen the contours of the ocean. Similarly, I have never seen the sky, but I am talking to you about the sky. I have undertaken this difficult task, but if I need to, this is what we must do also. He says, now that I have taken this job, if we have to understand, if a person wishes to clasp the sky, he has to bigger than this. If I want to clasp the book, I have to be bigger than the book. If I have to understand an emotion, I have to be beyond the emotion in order to understand it. If I have to understand the five senses, I have to be beyond the five senses, which is called the mind. If I have to understand the senses and the mind, then I have to go beyond the senses and the mind, that is, accept myself as the intellect. If I have to understand that I want to understand the senses, the mind and the intellect, then I have to go beyond the intellect and be the life principle. And if I want to understand the senses, the mind, the intellect, the life principle and the outside world, which the senses are illuminating, then I have to go beyond the life principle also. I have to keep expanding. And Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is reminding himself that he cannot take an individual position when he is teaching the Bhagavad Gita or talking on the Bhagavad Gita. He has to take the position of Lord Krishna, the most expansive one, the one who knows everything from all angles. Then and then alone we are capable to do justice to Bhagavad Gita. So here he is saying that if a person wishes to clasp the sky, he has to be bigger than the sky. So all this seems like an impossible task to me. If I say, no, I know everything, don't worry, I'll tell you, it's an ego trip. The Lord speaks through us, the Saraswati Mata speaks to us when we are not there. When I is not there, then they take over. When I is there, they say, okay, he's already taken, let him do what he wants. Why should we interfere? He doesn't need us. He doesn't want us. He's full of himself. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is creating the right frame of mind for himself by saying these words. Continuing, where are we? 71. तेथ हरू म्हणे नेणिजे देवी जैसे का स्वरूप तुझे तैसे नित्य नूतन देखिजे गीता तत्व हा वेदार्थ सागरू जया निद्रिताचा घोरू तो स्वये सर्वेश्वरू प्रत्यक्ष अनुवादला ऐसे जे अगाध जेथ वेडावती वेद तेथ अल्पमी मतिमंद काय होय हे अपार कैसेनी कवळावे महातेज कवणे धवळावे गगनमुठी सुवावे मशके केवी परी एथ असे एक आधारू तेणेची बोले मी सधरू जे सानुकूळ श्री गुरु ज्ञानदेवो म्हणे. He says, Lord Shiva said, O goddess, like your figure which no one can fathom, this doctrine of the Gita appears ever new when one thinks of it. See, this is the beauty of our scriptures. Whether you take the Puranas, whether you take the Upanishads, whether you take the Bhagavad Gita, Rama Gita, Lakshman Gita, Avadut Gita, take any scripture. We have been speaking on the scriptures, at least this person, last 27 years. But never get tired of it. Never get tired of it. Every time we approach it, it's ever new. I don't know how many times I have completed the Bhagavad Gita, told Bhagavad Gita in essence, etc., some snippets of Bhagavad Gita, but we never get tired of it. It's ever fresh. It becomes ever fresh when we approach it subjectively. When we approach it objectively, we will get exhausted. We did it last time, again I have to repeat the same thing. This doctrine of the Gita appears ever new, one thinks of it. While the ocean of the Vedas sprang from the snoring of the Supreme Lord, he told this scripture, that is Gita, in person. The Vedas appeared when the Lord was snoring in sleep. I didn't know that. But Bhagavad Gita, he took form of Sri Krishna, and on the earth as a person to another person, he has narrated the Bhagavad Gita. He told this scripture, that is Gita, in person. This Gita is so profound that it confounded even the Vedas. How then can a dull-witted person like me attempt to explain it? Remember, what did we say? Bhagavad Gita is Panchama Veda. It is the essence of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads. And that which is essence of all the Upanishads and Vedas is beyond them. How wonderful. So Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, then how can I do justice to it? How can me, a dull-witted person like me, attempt to explain it? No, I cannot explain it. I cannot do justice to it. By saying this, he's not putting himself down. He's becoming empty, so that the Lord speaks through him. When you are at home, you keep the employee hat at work. You keep the driving hat in the car. You keep the walking hat because you are sitting down on the sofa. If the wife comes, you put on the husband hat. If the children come, you put on the father hat. If the parents come, you put on the son hat and do whatever is required in that interaction, speak whatever is required. But when nobody is there, you are not wearing any hat, then who are you? Now you are one with yourself, the man. But for that you have to give up all your roles. Here Dnyaneshwari Maharaj, as in the course of narration, he is making sure he is giving up all roles, making himself empty. We must also be empty when we approach Bhagavad Gita. How can one hold within one's grasp the boundless text or hold candle to its light? That glowworm, how can it illuminate the sun? How can a candle illuminate the sun? How can I, an individual who was born in creation and will go out of creation, can talk about that eternal Bhagavad Gita, which is the song of the Lord himself, sprung from his lips? How can I do justice to it? Or how can a midge hold the heavens within its fist? Midget is a dwarf. How can he hold the whole the universe or the heavens within his fist? But I am blessed with the support of one, and because of him I can speak with confidence. I, Jnanadeva, say that my Guru is favorably disposed to me. See? First having negated, I can't, how can, so that the ego dissolves. But dissolution of ego does not mean lack of confidence, does not mean depression, does not mean inability, does not mean non-readiness. परि एथ असे एक आधारू, but there is one. What did he say? परि एथ असे एक आधारू, तेणेची बोले मी साधरू, जे सानू कुळू श्री गुरु ज्ञानदेवो म्हणे. I, Jnanadeva, say that my Guru is favorably disposed towards me, and therefore I am speaking. It's not written here, I am adding that. We'll quickly conclude this, then first verse next class. Here vitari mi murkhu, zari zahala aviveku, तरी संत कृपा दीपू सोज्वळू असे. लोहाचे कनक होय हे सामर्थ्य परिसीच आहे, की मृत ही जीवितला आहे अमृत सिद्धी. जरी प्रकटे सिद्ध सरस्वती तरी मुकया आथी भारती एथ वस्तु सामर्थ्य शक्ती नवलकाई जया ते कामधेनु माये तयासी अप्राप्य काही आहे म्हणून मी प्रवर्तो लाहे ग्रंथी ये तरी न्यूनते पुरते अधिकते सरते करून ध्यावे हे तुमते विनवी तू असे. He says, O saints, though I am ignorant and undiscriminating, the lamp of your kindness shines bright. The lamp of your kindness, because you have given the benefit of the doubt that this fellow is going to speak to us. It is your kindness on me. It is your grace upon me that you have come to hear, and I am going to, by the grace of my Guru Maharaj, by the Ashirwad of my Guru Maharaj, I am going to be speaking on Bhagavad Gita, narrating the Bhagavad Gita. The lamp of your kindness shines bright. Iron turns into gold with the touch of philosopher's stones, and a dead person is revived by the power of nectar. When the goddess of learning is pleased, she can bestow speech on the dumb. I am a dumb fellow, I don't know what to say and not to say. It is only by the grace of the Saraswati Mata, it is only by the grace of the Guru Mata, Guru Maharaj, that a person dumb like me who knows nothing is going to attempt. This is not a marvel, but the result of the inherent power in the object. See, depends upon what object we are focused upon. He is focused on the object called Saraswati. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is focused on the object called Guru Maharaj. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is focused on the goddess called Bhagavad Gita and invoking her grace, Saraswati's grace, Guru's grace. And therefore he makes a statement here. And that is, just like iron turns into gold with the touch of the philosopher's stone, I am the iron. My Guru is the philosopher's stone, and he makes me look like gold by his grace. And a dead person is revived by the power of nectar, by Sanjeevani, Booty. A dead person becomes alive. When the goddess of learning is pleased, when she bestows her grace, she can bestow speech on the dumb. And this is true. This is the fact that is going on. This is not a marvel, but the result of inherent power in the object. If I focus on the computer, the computer will reveal all the functionality that is there. Look at a small child, 1 year old, 1.5, 2 years old, and nobody has taught them what is the password, what is this word, but he works it out what the password is. He knows how to open, he knows how to navigate through the various apps and reach what he wants to see or interact with. So the object reveals itself. Bhagavad Gita is an object. Saraswati Mata is an object called God, goddess. So here he says, when the goddess of learning is pleased, she can. But the result of the inherent power in the object, how can anyone whose mother is the wish-yielding cow ever be in want? If I got the grace of the Saraswati Mata, I got the grace of the Guru, how can I be lacking anything in life? Impossible. I have undertaken to compose this work with my master's blessing. Please make good my shortcomings, if any, and ignore my superfluities. If I speak about something more than required, please excuse me. If I don't, if I am having some shortcomings in explaining certain words or ideas, then also please excuse me. In this way, continuing with just last 5 verses. 80. आता देई जो अवधान, तुम्ही बोलविल्या मी बोलेन, जैसे चेष्टे सूत्राधीन दारू यंत्र, तैसा मी अनुग्रहीतू साधूंच्यात निरोपितू, ते आपुला अलंकारितू भलतया परी. तव श्री गुरु म्हणती राही, हे तुझ बोलावे न लगे काही, आता ग्रंथा चित्त देही झडकरी वेगा. या बोला निवृत्ती दासू, पाहुनी परम उल्हासू, म्हणे परियेसा मना अवकाशू, देऊनिया. Dev, 84. Okay. He says, I shall speak if you give me power to speak, even as the puppet can move only on the strength of the string. In a way, I am favored, instructed, and decorated by holy men like you in a marvelous way. Then so now Dnyaneshwar Maharaj is going superfluous. He's not getting tired. He wants to impress on everyone that he does not know anything. Everything is, I am only a puppet, I am only a stupid, I am only I don't know anything. I am speaking only because my Guru Maharaj said, I am only speaking because the Saraswati Mata said, I am only like a parrot going to repeat what is there. But if that parrot is Shukdevji Maharaj, Shuka means parrot. He also heard the Srimad Bhagavat from his father. So he is repeating, but with a flair, by the grace. So here, when he keeps speaking in this manner, the Tava Shri Guru Manati Rahi, then the Shri Guru Maharaj, Nivrittinath Ji, he said to him, what did he say? He तुझ बोलावे न लगे काही, आता ग्रंथा चित्त देई झडकरी वेगा. He says that enough, you don't have to tell us all this, you have spoken enough, you have praised enough, you have shown enough that you don't know anything. Enough of it. Be quick and give your thought to the work in hand. What was the job that Nivrittinath, his Guru Maharaj, his elder brother had given to him? Speak on, do the Nirupan of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And what was Dnyaneshwar Maharaj doing? Yes, he did. Praise the Ganesh Ji, he praised the Bhagavad Gita, he praised the Mahabharata, he praised the Maharishi Vedvyas, he praised the Vedas, he praised everything. He praised the... But then after that, he went into a trail of thoughts that I am not good enough, that I am going to be speaking only because of all the ones I have been praising. Nivrittinath said, enough of that. Now start the work that we have come here to begin. Enough of blabbering. Be quick and give your thought to the work in hand. After hearing these words, Jnanadeva, disciple of Nivrittinath, joyfully said, it is very important. A quiet reprimand, a smile, a gentle nudge by the teacher. Enough of this. He तुझ बोलावे न लागे नहीं. You don't have to speak all these things. He did not take it negatively. He did not take it as an affrontation. How can my brother speak to me like this? How can Guru Maharaj speak to me like this? So many people have come in thousands to listen to me, and this young, my brother, my Guru, he is trying to show off in front of all these people that he is going to speak because I told him so. Our thinking will go that way. No, 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 no. Astikya buddhi, positive creative thinking, will never misunderstand the intention of the Guru Maharaj, will never misunderstand the intention of people. पावोनी परम या बोला निवृत्ति दासु पावोनी परम उल्हासु. Ulhas means great joy. And what did he say? Mane pariye sa mana avakashu dehuniya. Now please listen. And how do you listen? Leisurely, coolly, calmly. Enjoy, relax. Relax does not mean go to sleep and lie down while listening. No, relax when you are relaxed and you are awake. That is the condition that we want. Relaxed awareness, relaxed concentration, relaxed focus, relaxed single pointedness. With this, we enter into the text proper. Oh, what is the text? I don't. Om Srimad Bhagawad Gita. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Prathamodhyayaha. Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Kimakurvata Sanjaya. Together. Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Mamaka Pandavaschaiva. Kimakurvata Sanjaya. With this we conclude today, and we'll look at it begin the Bhagavad Gita in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.